We present to you the starters for Imus and Marikina. We have Hubert Cani, Nat Lopez, Ryan Pamundo, KG Canaleta, and Joseph Peña Redondo for the SB squad. And then it's homegrown, Eloy Tan with Jason Strait, Mark Atabay, Azaro Jan, and Joe Gomez Eniano for Coach Elvis Tolentino and Marwin Jonicio.
Yeah, and that's going to be crucial. I mean, he's one of the key pieces here for Marikina, and we'll see what adjustments, similar to what Muntinlupa did without...
Kobe shoes, by the way.
Nice.
Atabay, mid-range shot is good for the big guy.
Well, he's giving them that shot
of Marikina.
Yep. And ang maganda dito sa length ng lineup nila is that, you know, when you talk about positionless basketball, this is going to be advantage to them. They can get glass.
The KG Canaleta, who's missing his buddy, JJ Helterbrand. Paundo spins, one-hander is good.
And that's where
Eloy Tan will drive, Eloy attacks and scores!
Of Marikina, and he's earned that spot too.
And he is such a good stabilizer and a leader on the court for Marikina. Here he is again, Eloy Tan all the way!
And if that's he's a sniper from outside.
6-4. 2 minutes and change gone by. Jason Strait with a steal. Numbers for Marikina. Straight to the basket.
Tsaka ni Hubert Cani.
Oh yeah. Well, Jason is basically the biggest mismatch on the court as Peña Redondo converts from downtown.
As much as we talked about
Azaro Jan against KG Canaleta. They go to Jason. Almost a steal. Straight with a handoff. Joe GDL. Three-pointer.
That's become a vital weapon in some of the offensive sets that the boy now will be playing for the Letran Knights.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a big signing as Ryan Paundo converts. That's a nice matchup as well. Then on the shot clock, Jim Boy escapes and scores. Sideline inbound for Hubert Cani. Carlo Lastimosa drives baseline and he scores. Better.
Yeah.
Jim Boy, nice moves. Great ball handling ability. Wow. Yari looks up. 8 on the shot clock. J. Mark. The cross. Nice feed to Carlo Lastimosa.
He was able to sneak in right there. He saw that defense bite in and wrap around. Yeah.
Kick out, Timaho will fire. In and out, rebound, and the putback from Val Fornilos.
Well, you know, you have to be able to locate Val Fornilos. That guy's very forceful.
Uh-oh! That could have been a dunk, but still 2 points for Val.
Pumped up right here. See that missed shot and that putback by Val.
Then no more cuts needed by our director as the highlight continues.
Yep.
The steal and the deuce from Val Fornilos. Against RR Casajeros, Carlo drives and spins. That's basket and one.
Sometimes really you got to keep the game simple to try and break down the defense, which is exactly what Carlo did.
Carlo is also one of the guys that we have taken for granted because Timaho in trouble. Deo was fouled.
You could tell na itong Marikina is very well coached. I mean, the way that they do their dribble handoffs on those wing side weaves, I call them,
it really making them very dangerous team, even if they're going up against Titans in the MPBL.
Ang hirap naman kalaban ng Marikina. I mean, what a motivation.
Yeah.
For Marikina at the start of the season, this is a team that has beaten some contenders as Carlo Lastimosa makes a three-pointer. If not, they have stayed close.
So,
more often than not, Marikina goes down the wire. Malakas man o mahina yung kalaban nila as Jason Strait goes all the way for 2. J. Mark, couple of in and outs. 8 minutes and 14 in the second quarter. The spin by Marvin Hayes and he converts.
Good move right there by Marvin Hayes, pulling that defense nakang posisyon sa loob ng area.
Atabay, mid-range, yes. Imus, Joshua Gonzalez.
Mismatch right there.
Atabay, the ball was stolen away. This will be a breakaway. Marvin Hayes did not give the ball out to Boy Boy.
No, we said the baseline first. You see, this is what we were talking about. I mean, you got a smaller guy in front of you. You're so much taller. So you got to put that ball a little bit higher. So that's difficult for them to even...
Val, handoff, Jason Strait, high looper is good.
Good.
Minutes and 34 in the second. Val attacks, bodying his way through. It's dinner time for Val Fornilos.
Well, that jab step didn't really sell.
Move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Together we win. Val Fornilos faking right, attacking the defense of the veteran. He was able to outlast KG Nino Canleta.
You got home safe.
Oh, we miss you here with
yeah.
Coach Mike as Jason Strait scores inside. Off to the right. And here comes Nat Lopez. The feed to Carlo. Lastimosa. That is good. And Lastimosa now has 16 points in this game. 5-on-3 here. Another sorry pass. Boy, that was really unfortunate. In this long season, and then there's a switch that of the season so that they can get themselves in good momentum for the playoffs at doon na ang aarangkada yung mga veterano.
Yeah, tama naman yun because, I mean, you know, you want a deeper bench.
Here's Hubert Cani on the drive. He got the bump, and that is such an easy move now for Hubert Cani.
To be able to finish it. Look at this one, little Hesse. He anticipated that contact and went straight strong to the goal.
That's just basic for the former FEU Tamarao and the guy who... Hubert Cani going left. Cani taking his time and he scores.
Galing, no? He knew that first screen.
The biggest lead was only 11 at halftime. Atabay. That's good for Mark. Again, he's been given that type of shot at the perimeter. 6 points, 4 boards now for Mark Atabay. Here's Hubert Cani on to Carlo Lastimosa. Nice cut. Was that a goaltending violation? Yes, it was. I bring that up because Mika reported that in the first half that they had problems against Bataan that they have been trying to fix, no? Especially on the defensive side. Carlo Lastimosa attacks and scores.
Let's talk about the veteran.
For their baby on the way. He got to watch some FIBA games and manghang-mangha daw talaga siya kay Edwards of Team USA. High flyer daw kasi. And I asked if he could actually compare some of his styles of play to the guy. He just smiled and said, sana daw. Mix Coach Mike.
Obviously balled out in the FIBA World Cup. Just like Hubert Cani, who's now balling out in the third quarter, hitting this turnaround shot, getting the bounce off the glass and in as well for Hubert Cani, prompting this timeout for Coach Elvis Tolentino. That was a great report by Mika. Obviously, we'll go back later.
And grabe yung ano eh, yung activity and yung resolve ng team ng Bataan.
RR Casajeros now gives Marikina a much-needed three-pointer. Down by 15. RR needs a teammate. Steal. Jaymar on the run. Gimpayan is fouled. Basket and one.
It just has so much control. Ayan ano mangyari, di ba?
Boy, this is just a different looking Marikina team.
Yeah.
Imus exposing them without Marvin Janisha now. Obviously, it might be too early to conclude, but we all know that the sense of urgency
In the final 8.
and Bataan just beat Marikina, so they will have win over the other if they're tied, as Hubert Cani now makes his own version of a three-pointer. The turnover, Ryan Suwal for 3, no good. Rebound, Marvin Hayes. Imus just continuing to dominate in the third quarter. Hubert Cani is giving us a show.
Body language here between these two teams. I mean, you have to be able to stay in contention.
Ever since halftime. 2 minutes and 23, 8 on the shot clock. Zavali in trouble. He drives, layup is good.
I guess that's where he's more comfortable, you know. Dribble penetrations, finishing off no reaction at all.
Now we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Together we win the layup for Zavali. We were talking about the tendency of the new generation because of the effect of James Harden and the like. It's either three-pointers or layups.
Yep.
Peña Redondo onto Marvin Hayes. He spins, almost traveled. They go to KG Canaleta, taking his time.
Oh, wow.
Nice move.
Wow.
KG Canaleta taking everybody to school.
Take them to...
There's KG. Look at that. The footwork, the show on the fake. Incredible discipline. Marvin Hayes playing point guard. Hayes escapes. And he scores.
And the veterans going at it.
Numbers now for Marikina. That's a foul. Another foul. So it will mean free throws. This time for J.R. Chavez.
2 versus 6 on fast break points. And no player in double digits.
24 came from Carlo Lastimosa. Hubert Canny actually started this game. Imagine if what Marikina can do. Chavez will fire and miss. Rebound to Atabay. They go to RV. One-hander. He gets the bounce.
Right.
Back at it. Another foul. That's 8-2 and 4 now. The numbers for Estrada and maybe all-star team.
Yeah.
Samis for Imus versus Marikina. And again, Imus
Plus what? 12 points.
Yeah.
For Imus.
And they did it in a very excruciating manner.
Oh, yeah.
Itong Imus. Pero umaangat ng umaangat. Palyari just scored. There's Felipe Chavez, who was named an all-star, scoring inside. We still haven't seen Cornilos show up in this game. Now he gets a steal. Can he finally do it? There's the feed. And Casajeros is fouled. 2+1.
Junji Halyare just inserted back here.
Palyari able to bring down that basketball. Over a minute gone by in the fourth frame. KG Canaleta against RB Berjay. KG turns around and he scores.
And on. Ooh, wow.
Jim Boy, nice feed. Halyare fades, tough shot, and he makes it. 85-60. Casajeros, tough one too, and he scores.
Oh, yeah. I mean, eventually your game has to evolve as you mature, di ba? Hindi naman lahat high flyer palagi.
Same actually applied to Joe GDL, who J. Mark Palyari. Down low, KG Canaleta gets Azar Ujan. KG shakes, he bakes, and he scores.
Single coverage, down on the low block.
He just left the player challenging him in the air, let him fall down, and then that's when he shot the ball as Chavez scores. Basket. And here comes Jason Strait. On to Chavez, they go to Joe. No good. JR with the board and the putback. Your point about not executing at all to Marikina, we felt that with RR Casajeros just taking it all the way every time. And remember, he got his fourth foul early in the first half.
Oh, yeah. And he's still in the game.
Oh, well, he hasn't been contesting as hard anymore. Now we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OG Bet. Together we win. Chavez, all the way for 2. Do you happen to have the schedule remaining for Bataan? Meron ka ba dyan?
Hold on.
You see, folks, that's what's good about Coach. Joe GDL. RR will fire. Short. RR gets the board and the putback. The rise.
Yeah. At saka si Poy Poy kasi is always a 1-2 guy eh. Hindi naman siya 2-foot stopper. So
Tama,
they're
tama.
always anticipated.
Merong 1-2 lipad.
And Felipe Chavez. Those guys have to hit shots from the outside. Oh, what a move.
That's not Lopez giving us the highlight. Yun. Poy Poy on the breakaway. Oh.
O kaya pumalakpakan na lang sa baba.
Naging crowd ka bigla, no? Poy Poy though, 0 out of 3 from the field. And only 2 out of 6 from the stripe. Asajeros, 3-pointer is good. Here, we did see some intense competition. And we also saw it in seasons 2 and 3 as Lat Lopez makes a 3-pointer. Hindi siya maraming depensang nagaganap
Talaga?
sa All-Star game ng MPBL.
So, competitive.
Competitive talaga, coach. Last year, comeback win yun to the South. Pico was supposed to win MVP for the North, but Jeff Viernes, Gab Banal and company stormed their way back. Viernes forced the game into overtime and then won it ultimately.
You know, we were expecting a lot from both these teams, but apparently it's really just Imus who came in and played their game today. And a lot of expectations without Marvin, but you know, masyadong maraming kailangang adjustments gawin si Coach Elvis if they want to make a run heading into the playoffs.
Now, we want to give a big shout out to Nino Cañaleta who dominated the 4th, Hubert Cani who dominated the 3rd, but the guy who gave them the lead, of course, was Carlo Lastimosa.